Hello, Christian. It is Thursday evening, and I'm ready for some questions. Number one, your first question, thoughts on the Harry Potter world architecture, like the houses? Oh, houses. Okay, I thought you were talking about architecture, and I was so confused. So as you know, I am Slytherin, and proud. It is the best house. You can argue all you want, it's still the best. Um, I think all of the houses have some pretty good values. If I weren't in Slytherin, I would probably want to be in Ravenclaw because they're the smartest, and obviously, wisdom gets you pretty far. But bravery is definitely important, as is caring and loyalty for Hufflepuff. So, I don't really hate any of the houses. I think they're all pretty good. Why did I write architecture? Because I'm stupid. That's why. I've been studying for midterms. My brain is so dead. I'm sure you can relate. Your question 2. Favorite detective besides Sherlock Holmes, because you obviously knew that I was going to say Sherlock Holmes, because Sherlock Holmes is a pretty awesome detective. I would have to say, again, you probably already know this, Valkyrie Kane from the Skullduggery Pleasant series, which we have mentioned in prior videos. She is pretty awesome. I don't know if she's technically a detective. She definitely tries to detect and deduct and solve mysteries and all of that. I'd say she's pretty cool. I will not put up any spoilers for people who haven't read the series, but I definitely recommend it. And number 3, my favorite board game, this can sound really cliche, would probably have to be Life. Because this is not a cliche reason for why I like the game Life. I actually used to hate the game Life. And then my brother decided that we could just pretend that all these little, I guess they're little blue and pink plastic things, were the people that we knew. So we covered up all of the regular spots on the board with all sorts of more interesting spots. So if you landed on, car crashes, pay X amount of money. Instead, we would have something like spaceship crashes on a deserted island, you get eaten by the natives. It was a good time. And now I have your questions. Number 1, favorite root vegetable, because it's an important question to know. My personal is the carrot, although the turnip's pretty second. I actually like turnips. I never knew I liked turnips. I also like sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are very good, especially if you put marshmallow on them. Number 2, I'm not trying to offend anyone here. I'm just really curious on your opinion of gay marriage. I know that it's a very controversial topic, and I don't want to upset anyone. I don't want to stir up any trouble, but I'm curious. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I don't know. I'd like to know. And number 3, do you trust Slytherins? Because I know that you are a Slytherin, but I mean other Slytherins. Because everyone says that Slytherins are untrustworthy school or house. That's not really fair. Slytherins are slightly untrustworthy. Maybe like 57% of the time. The point still stands. Do you trust Slytherins? Also, I want to tell you that like 5 minutes before this video, I walked in the house and I guess like my foot ran into the rug or whatever and outran these huge spiders like this big. It was really, really big. And it was a wolf spider. And I was a little scared, but I had to catch it and throw it outside because everybody else in my family is afraid of spiders. It was an adventure. I feel like a superhero now. Like I saved my family from this terrible wolf spider, even though the worst it probably could have done was just give a spider bite to someone, which is still pretty scary prospects, but I don't think it's that bad. Of course, if faced with this spider that was not in a glass container, or far away, I might have a different answer. Alright, nice talking to you, and I will see you on Sunday or whenever else.